Now this looks like Kentucky bass territory, which means I'll catch absolutely nothing. Oh, that's a big fish. Oh no, it's wrapped around into my line. That's what I'm looking for right there. He's not as big as I thought he was, but.
Got you your first spotted bass of the morning.
Yeah, daggone. He thinks he's a smallmouth. I'll take that.
Got you a spotted bass, a beautiful fish.
Technically.
That could go in the skillet.
And it probably should. I've been in the mood for fish here lately.
All right, well, we'll put it in there. Beautiful spotted bass.
Well, we got a little tip that the Kentuckys were hitting down here on Cumberland. Of course, that's something I can't resist. And Chad Miles, who works for the department, there's a good fish. That's a good fish. And apparently the tip was true because we found a spot here on these rock walls where these Kentuckys like to, really like to. Is that a smallmouth?
I couldn't tell. It's got so much sun here.
I believe it's a smallmouth. All right, no, it's a Kentucky.
It's a spot. Here we go. Another spotted bass.
Now I'm telling you what, I'm getting dinner here. Chad, why do you hate fishing so much, and why did I have to beg you to go out fishing?
You know, I can't hardly stand it. But I'll tell you, this time of year, we're getting up here and trying to find these shady spots. We do have a real sunny day that we're trying to fish here. So we found some shady spots, water's still warm, and it looks like maybe this is gonna work out for us. Let's see if we can't catch a couple more of these, maybe even get a giant. But that's a good one right there.
You sure knocked it.
It's a spot again.
You think it is?
Yep.
You see it?
Yep.
You know, I thought it was bluegill at first. But boy, he knocked it. You know what? Oh, that's first two little fillets for me. Those two are Nikki's. This is a Kentucky bass. You can keep your limit of bass. It has to be the same amount. You can keep 6 fish, but these can be any size.
That's right. It's the state law statewide. Of course, it depends on the lake you're on. You're allowed to have 6 largemouth bass, or excuse me, black bass, which in Kentucky we've got 3 species of those: smallmouth, largemouth, and which is a spotted bass. Now the others do have size restrictions, which vary by lake, but this one here, there is no size limit, and you're allowed to have 6 of them, and it's pretty good table fare.
It is good table fare. Now look, if you look at this fish, if you close its mouth.
When you close that mouth and you look at where that comes, if you draw a straight line down from the eyeball, you'll see that doesn't come, it's actually not even to the middle of the eyeball.
Largemouth bass will come past
It'll
that.
come well back into this area. But it's got a smaller mouth on it than a regular largemouth bass. The coloration is different, and you'll see this very distinct lines on the belly that are dotted. Usually a brighter white color on these fish. I tell you, our department artist Rick Hill does a great job illustrating these things.
But you know what he can't draw? It's the smell of this fish fried up in lard. You can't draw that.
Can't do it.
I can smell it though right now.
You can't taste that artwork here.
Yeah. That's an elite right there. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yes, sirree. Oh, I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. Oh, yes.
There we go. That's the best one yet.
Boy, that's a pretty example of a Kentucky bass right there.
Yes, it is.
Got him?
Little bitty one.
Smallmouth?
Little smallmouth. Little bitty smallmouth.
Uh-huh.
Ain't hardly as big as my tube.
You struck blood.
You know, when he thumped it, I set the hook like he was a 9-pounder.
I didn't want to say anything, but I was beginning to wonder about you.
little smally.
Pretty small. Biting your finger.
He's like, hey, let me out of here.
There he is. That might be a smallie.
That is a spot too.
No, that's dinner.
You're getting serious there all of a sudden.
Oh man, they are so much fun. I tell you what, they fight almost as bad as a smallie.
Jumping, carrying on?
Like to jump, doesn't he? Let me aim his head up and see if he'll jump one more time.
Uh-oh.
And he scores. Dude, that's good eating right there.
That one's a little thicker than one of the others too. So
We'll put him in the whale. I'm pleasure fishing now. We got a large smallmouth, and I don't know if I'll keep him because that's some pretty light line. I got on Kentucky bass line, not smallmouth line. I'm gonna really have to play him. He's a hog.
that's a good one.
Yep.
That little bug has worn me out today.
Oh, I'm telling you, this is the kind of fish right here that you would love to catch on a jig or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna try to, nope, it's not time yet. I want to take this opportunity right here to thank my dad, sincerely, for putting a fly rod in my hand and giving me a career. Who would ever thought that his taking me out, a busy guy like he was, to instill this wonderful gift of hunting and fishing. Her head's up.
Got it. Nice job.
Ooh,
what a nice fish.
Thank you very much. This is not an anomaly. This is not an every now and then. This happens all the time on a fly rod. It's like you're talking about.
I've seen you catch quite a few, and that's a really, really nice fish. But the great thing about Lake Cumberland, I mean, they're not real easy to catch, but there's just thousands of them. That's out here. I mean, it's a really good fish. Hook right in the roof of the mouth there.
Wait, how long do you think that fish is?
Well, let's take a look. I'm gonna guess that fish is 18 inches.
17, 18. No, it's gonna be past that. It's gonna be close to 19-inch fish.
19-inch fish?
Yep. Not much more you can say than thank you very much. And I'm gonna put her back.
Until we meet again.
And hope to catch her again. See ya. Would you say Cumberland Lake is open for business?
I believe it's open, and I think it'll only get better. I mean, we're in that transition period from summer to fall, and as the fall comes and the water, water gets a little cooler. I mean, you caught most of your fish on top water.
Still, it's
matter of fact, you caught every fish on top water, and so as the water gets cooler, you're going to see that bite just continue to get better and better and better.
Today, I stayed on top. Hill fly rod, I tell you, it works.
Yeah, I'm impressed. It's the first time I've really seen you spend the day with that thing in your hand, and it's the number of strikes. Now you're going to get strikes from a little bit of everything, but obviously you can catch big ones on it too.
But you know what? I had a fun day, Chad. Thanks for coming out with us, and I'm sure we'll be back here shortly. I know you'll be back here. What's your favorite place to fish in Kentucky?
Probably be Dale Hollow.
What is it about that lake?
It wasn't. First off, you never have a bad day on there. It's just beautiful scenery, but. I like the power fishing, the long cast style power fishing, and just the strong pulling smallmouth. Those smallmouth down there, they're just it's a trophy lake. Obviously, the world record from there. But Cumberland's right there with it. I mean, this is and over the next couple of years, I'm sure this lake will probably be #1.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me out.
All right, let's take a run down the lake.
All right.